You want to support Roller Market Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. Only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roller Market Unfiltered. By going to rollermarketunfiltered.com, you can make this possible. Okay, this story was absolutely crazy. Roanoke, Michigan police are apologizing to Devin Myers for stopping him for allegedly looking at a white woman. Yeah, I know what time it is.
They're loud.
I'm white. I got you.
Illegally selling water without a permit?
On my property.
Hey!
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
CVS over here when this young man is stopped because a Caucasian lady said that he looked at her suspiciously and he has been pulled over walking to go to eat by 2 police officers for suspicion of being black and looking at the Caucasian woman.
One woman called 911 and said he's an African-American male. I don't know what his deal is, but it's making me not feel very comfortable. He's looking at me.
Yeah, that's why we kneel. That's why we protest. That's why we fight, because he could have ended up dead from what she did. For me, that is what this is all really about. The fact that in 2019, we are in the exact same place that could have been 1958 and
54. That's immaterial. That's right. Or when you go to the lynching memorial, most of those people who were lynched, when you read the placard there, oh, he was leering at a white woman.
Yes.
He spoke to a white woman.
Yeah.
Nice. Want a better credit card? We've got you. The experts at NerdWallet compare hundreds of credit cards so you can...
Came onto my property with your weapons drawn, threatening me at the place that I sleep. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Don't tell me what to do. What, you're gonna shoot me? No one's gonna shoot me. Or you're gonna tase me and arrest me and beat the out of me like every other. No, don't tell me what to do. Get off my property. Get off my property. Get off my property.
We're picking up garbage. What are you doing?
Strangers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 officers of the law with guns drawn.
Much love and appreciation, family. So, for all of the brand new men's and women's shirts that you see, and the limited edition sneakers that you see here, please visit the comment and or the description below the video. Thank you.
On Middle Belt in Livonia to cash a settlement check he got from a lawsuit, but instead of that cash, he got the cops and just filed another discrimination lawsuit.
Not even 24 hours later, I'm going through the exact same thing.
Air Force veteran Santor Thomas is blindsided and frustrated by what he says happened at this TCF bank on Wednesday. Thomas says he went to deposit checks he got from a settlement for a racial discrimination lawsuit against his former employer, Enterprise Leasing Company of Detroit, but he says the person helping him said there was a problem verifying the checks.
I waited. She walked away. 10 minutes later, the Livonia police walk in. And the Livonia police say, excuse me, sir, could you come here? I said, who, me?
Thomas was shaken up, but says he kept his cool while talking to police.
The bank called us, and they said that these checks are fraudulent. And I said, are you kidding me? I said, there's no way.
People have to stop with these stereotypes. You know, just because you see an African-American male, set aside your stereotypes and conduct yourself like a professional.
His attorney, Deborah Gordon, is outraged, saying this is blatant racism. They've since filed a new lawsuit, this time against TCF Bank. A statement from the bank says, "We apologize for the experience Mr. Thomas had at our banking center. Local police shouldn't have been involved. We strongly condemn racism and discrimination of any kind. We take extra precautions involving large deposits and requests for cash, and in this case, we were unable to validate the checks presented by Mr. Thomas and regret we could not meet his needs."
This was not a mistake. This was a the bank assuming and making their own assumptions of what it is and what it's not.
Meanwhile, Thomas closed his account and opened a new one at Chase where he had no problems depositing the checks. Now he's speaking out in hopes actions like this stop.
It can be a lot sometimes. Being African American is hard on its own, but when you're not doing anything and you get blamed for something, it's worse.
All right, so I'm going to go over some more information that was not cited in the video I provided for you. TCF Bank spokesperson Thomas Winterberg said Thursday that TCF Bank abhors racism and it was not a factor in how the bank handled Thomas's request. He said that the checks Thomas presented display a watermark that read void when they were scanned in a web viewer. Thomas isn't buying it. The checks cleared 12 hours later. He's upset that 2 officers requested him inside the bank while 2 others stood guard outside, he said, adding that
This morning, mounting disbelief over these photos and cell phone video. They show a pair of white police officers on horseback in Galveston, Texas, walking a handcuffed black man they've just arrested to a staging area using a rope.
There's no excuse by the way they treated my brothers, no excuse.
The family of 43-year-old Donald Neely says he suffers from mental illness, is homeless, and has had multiple encounters with police over the years. He was arrested for misdemeanor trespassing.
What they did was real inhumane. It was real degrading. They treated my brother as he was a dog.
At a rally last night, the community urged police for more than just an apology.
When they dragged Donald Neely down that road by horses and rope, it was like they was dragging our entire community down the road.
Galveston's African-American police chief apologized to Neely in a statement, calling the arrest an unnecessary embarrassment, adding that while the officers followed a trained technique, the department is immediately banning its use.
I have to learn from it. My agency has to learn from it. And I commit to you that we will do better.
No disciplinary action has been taken against the 2 officers. Neely's family wants them fired.
The picture that it paints for anybody who has studied or seen any references to slavery, I think that's why it's so appalling to everyone.
Online, seething comments about the images. Not a lick of common sense or human decency, tweeted one user. This man is not your slave or your boy, wrote another.
Hey, Dad, can I ask you a question?
Sure, sweetie, what?
Should I consolidate my debt on a...
Something where you want me to have charges pressed against this man?
No, because I don't want retaliation. That's my problem.
Only on Fox 5 tonight, hear from the Virginia man who had the cops called on him during a pickup basketball game.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this one. This has made the rounds everywhere. Radio stations across the country have been talking about this. But today, we got the responding deputy's body camera footage, which shows exactly what happened after a foul turned into an assault call. Here's Lindsay Watts.
It's not exactly an epic arena.
Started off as a normal pickup game.
But this week, LA Fitness in Sterling hosted the most talked about basketball game in Loudoun County history.
Some people take the game a little bit more serious when you're playing pickup basketball.
Brandon Brazelton has played for years.
Played a little bit of college basketball.
But this was the first and only time the 6'5" forward had the 5-0 called on him mid-game. We We just got the body camera footage from the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office. Brazelton says the guy who was guarding him decided to call the cops after a fairly standard offensive move.
I literally just put my arm like this across his chest, and I opened up, and he just fell back.
And he went down.
And he went down.
He gave the play-by-play to the deputy.
All I did was make a basketball play into him like that and show him like that. That's all I did. If he wants to cry about that, that's about it.
Brandon, you know you didn't do that. Admit what you did.
No, that's all I did.
What about the replay?
You guys have security cameras in there?
Nah, not in there.
Okay, so no replay. The deputy turned referee made the final call.
Sounds to me like some normal basketball.
They decided to settle outside of court.
Do you want a police report filed for this particular incident?
People all across the country are talking about this story. A guy at the gym got some video of the aftermath of what happened. It has been viewed countless times.
This is the hardest foul in America, bro. Have you ever been called for a basketball foul before the... This is the first time?
That's my first basketball foul.
He says the guy who called the cops was no stranger. He's played ball with him many times.
Never been any issues whatsoever.
We may never know what was in his head.
Why, baby?
But after everything, Brazelton says no harm, no foul, no grudge.
He got a little bit more upset because it basically meant that we were about to win the game, so...
And you think it really was just that?
It was just that. I really, honestly don't think it was anything more than that. He's a good guy.
That guy who called the sheriff's office still has not talked to anyone about this. I did send him an email. I understand why he didn't reply to it. I probably would not be talking about it either.
Hey,
nothing. What's going on?
911.
You gonna call the police?
You just, but
You're the one threatening people, though.
I'm not threatening.
You just said you would kick her ass.
No.
Yes, you did.
Come over and I said, can I talk to you, please?
I said, what do you want to talk about?
I said, because I'm depressed and I want to talk.
That's not her responsibility to make you feel better.
So what did they do to threaten you?
I was very depressed because I have dysfunction.
Okay, again, what did they do to threaten
Okay,
you?
I went over and I asked the other girl if I could talk to her, and she said no.
Okay.
And she said, what do you want to talk about? And I said, I'm depressed. And she said, well, then I think you need to go. And then all of them started making fun of me, started making jokes, started laughing at me. And I have hip dysplasia.
Okay.
And so I didn't say anything. They just started making, they have it taped. They have it, they just started making fun of me and laughing at me and making jokes at me. And the girl that I asked for help, she got into the pool because they were making a photo shoot, margarita photo shoot. And so I said, so she gets in the pool, and I said, well, are you going to get in the picture? And I said, you're not going to get in the picture. And then they said, no, you're not going to get in the picture. And then the other girl, not her, but the other girl that was really, really abrasive to me. She said, I'm going to kick your ass. And I said, what? She said, I asked was if I could talk to her. I was depressed. I just wanted to talk to her, and that's all I said. She said, well, you need to just go back home. So I went back and sat down, and then they all started laughing at me, and they all started making fun of me.
Call the cops right now. Because I told you I wasn't leaving the park because my dog was humping your dog. I'm not verbally assaulting you. I told you I'm not leaving.
The Attleboro Dog Park.
That's inappropriate for the dog park.
No, it's not.
I know
it's dogs humping each other, and she's calling the cops because my dog humped her dog. I've seen every single dog hump another dog here. And she tells me to leave, and now she's calling the cops. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, they will.
Yo, I can't wait. Yo, this is crazy. Because this, you heard of Barbecue Becky? Because this is the newest one. Right here.
989.
Let me get her plate. Let's see. So everybody know who this woman is. We can look this woman up.
No, you can
3ZN996.
Honestly.
Honestly.
I'm just trying.
You're not trying to help me.
To tell you.
No, you're not trying to help me. I know the rules.
You're not.
The dogs. I'm obeying the rules. What are you talking about? I'm right
here. You can't allow your dog aggressively on top of another dog.
The dogs hump each other every day, and I took him off. I took him off. And I know it's my fault.
This is not shameful.
It should be shameful. I can't yell at you because you're yelling at me. You're telling me to leave. I don't have to leave the park because my dog tried to hump your dog. So what? My dog's assaulting your dog. Do you listen to yourself?
You're not listening.
Are you people serious?
Listening.
My dog assaulted your dog. Slap my dog. Look at that assault, guys. Oh my God, he's assaulting my dog. Let me call the cops. Do you see what's wrong with you guys?
It would be funny
if
she was the only one that complained, but
it won't be. I know you're gonna complain too because my dog humped her dog.
No, that's not what it was.
What are you gonna complain about? Because I took my dog off him when he was humping her. She asked me to leave, and I said, no, you leave. And then she's talking about calling cops. That's what happened today.
Video stuff.
I know, it's beautiful. Yeah, I love when you can call the cops on people just because a dog humped your dog. No, you know what it is? Because I'm black, so she decided to call the cops real first. Let me call the cops. I bet if I was white, you wouldn't call the cops.
Show. Man, the craziest thing happened today. I think we found the first man that qualifies to play in the WNBA. This man caused the cops because he felt like he was fouled too hard. Ain't that some shit? Oh. This is the hardest foul in America, bro. What you gotta say, bro? You calling the cops if you get fouled, bro?
Shalawamakiam, Wa'akwathiam, Kauhalayim, Wahata Pa'avath La, Abenawi Yahweh, Bahashem Shal, Malaki Hawashai, Bahashem Shalha, Vakakwadash, Lyra Lam Yam, Wa Adayam. All praises and the glory to our Father Yahweh. In the name of King Yahushai, in the name of the Holy Spirit forever and always, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone everywhere. Much love to all you brothers all around the earth, out on the highways and byways, out on the front lines of this spiritual war, helping seal the 144,000, Ha Bayath Shao Dawada, the house of David, and we pray to be part of that number, Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing. Much love to the helpers and friends of the prophets of the men and women that are gonna be part of the 144,000 and the 1/3, and much love to the 1/3 Israelites scattered all around the earth, that are scattered amongst the heathen nations, and even look just like these other heathen nations where they have been scattered too, and don't have the typical Israelite appearance, having melanated skin and woolly hair, but they still go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the holy, royal, chosen seed line, who the kingdom of heaven, salvation, the covenants, promises, blessings, and everlasting life is only for, and much love to the 1/3 women and children that are gonna receive salvation through a man of the Lord. And this is part 2 of These Devils Cannot Help But Show Their Horns. These devils are natural born monsters, and they were created to be wicked. The nation of Israel and the nation of Esau Edom, we are natural born enemies. Not only are we still fighting to this very day, but we were fighting back during the Greek Empire, we were fighting back during the Roman Empire, we were fighting back during the Babylonian Empire when Esau was helping the Babylonians bring us down, and that's why in the scriptures Esau has the nickname the daughter of Babylon. And not only were we fighting then, but we were even fighting in the womb. And let's get it. Because this is something that our people do not understand. But guess what? When our hell breaks loose and when these devils declare martial law, our people are going to understand it very soon. Our people are going to learn the hard way. Like here it is, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has given us all these examples that these devils fucking hate us, and our people still don't get it. Our people, they still want to march. They want to ask why. Why do you care why? Like, that would be like asking why is fire hot? Like, that's stupid. Just don't fucking touch it. That would be like asking, why is ice slippery? You're not gonna worry, buddy. You're just gonna make sure you avoid it so you don't slip and bust your ass, right? But our people are stupid. But when Esau declares martial law and when he begins dragging people out of the houses, and when there's no more food in the supermarket, and when the electricity shut off and when the water shut off, our people are gonna see that Esau's the devil then. But by then it's gonna be far too late for our people. Our people are gonna realize that their enemy, their number one enemy, is the devil. Our people are gonna realize that Esau's the devil when they're up in a FEMA camp starving, getting force-fed slop, and watching their wives get raped in front of them. That's when our people are gonna get it. But it's too late by then. Our people are gonna learn the hard way. But let's go all the way to Genesis and see. Yeah, so this is part 2 of how these devils, they can't help but show their hatred for us. And my Wi-Fi is actually working good today, so I was able to show the other videos that I couldn't show in the first one. And notice how my Wi-Fi began messing up at the end? Yep, saying I was gonna try to intervene, but this one ain't stopping. So let's go to Genesis 25. And we're gonna get how this goes all the way back to the womb. Esau has never loved our people, and he never will. So this is Genesis 25. And I'll begin at 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord Yahweh for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. Yeah, so Rebekah, she was having a lot of pain during pregnancy. And she didn't know why. And now the answer's about to be revealed to her. It says, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. Yeah, so the kid, Isaac and Jacob were literally fist fighting in her womb. Can you imagine how painful that must have been? Now, you hear like women like talking about like feelings when the child is kicking in the womb, like when the baby's kick. But an actual full-blown fist fight, that must have been excruciating. And that's what she was going through. Because we're natural-born enemies. Jacob and Esau are natural-born enemies, and that's never going to change. That's the way Yahweh Ba'ashem Eshah made it. It's like oil and water. They never go together. When you pour oil and water in a cup, they separate. And it says, and Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Yeah, so they weren't identical twins. They were opposite twins. One came out righteous, Jacob, and the other came out wicked, Esau. That's why it says in Romans the 9th chapter, which I brought out in part 1, it says how Yahweh made one vessel unto honor and one vessel unto dishonor. Jacob was made unto honor, the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. And Esau was made unto dishonor, these pale people, these pale devils. That's never going to change. It says, in the one people, let me begin all over again, verse 23. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Yeah, and it's way clearer that we're stronger. Yeah, we're the superior vessel, and they're the wicked, inferior vessel. Yep, but these devils, they're going to just continue to show their horns more and more. The closer we get to Esau's downfall, the more he loses his power, the more he's going to flip out and snap. Yep, Esau's horns are growing like Pinocchio's nose when he tells a lie. Yep, and this devil, he ain't even ashamed of being the devil. He's making it way known, even though he's always showed it. But now, Esau's sloppy. Esau, he's always being exposed with these inside jobs. He's always being exposed when it comes to false flag events. Esau, he's just going all out now. And we haven't really seen nothing yet. When it comes to Jacob's trouble, oh, that's when Esau's really going to get down. Yeah, but we have all these examples. Israelites having the police caught on them for swimming, doing cookouts, picking up trash. And y'all seen the other video where that guy was in the dog park and that Edomite bitch called the police on him because his dog humped her dog. Yup, you see how crazy these devils are? They can't help but show their horns. They want us to get killed over something stupid. They love seeing us get killed. You go on any video of a police shooting video, whether it's Trayvon Martin, Laquan McDonald, Freddie Gray, any of them. You go in the comments, you see a bunch of racist-ass comments saying how, oh, glad that nigga's dead, another, like, a dead nigga's a good nigga. You hear Edomites saying shit like that all the time. They love seeing us be killed. And whenever they call the police on us, they're hoping that's the end result. Yep. So, Esau, he's the devil. And let me clear my throat real quick. Bear with me a second. All set? Yeah, so these devils, they love seeing us be killed. And now, let's go to... Let me see, I got a lot of good scriptures on deck. But I'm going to go to Psalms. I'm going to go to Psalms chapter 10. And I'll begin at 8. It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Yeah, so Esau, he's always looking to kill us. When these police wake up in the morning, and when they put that utility belt on, they have their gun on, with their pepper spray, their baton, and their taser, they can't wait to use that shit. They love beating the fuck out of us. And then you have these simple-ass Israelites, these stupid-ass two-thirds, saying, oh, police should wear body cameras. And guess what? Now police are wearing body cameras, and they're still fucking killing us. And guess what? A lot of times police, they just turn the body cameras off. Or sometimes they'll keep the camera running, but they'll turn the audio off so you can't hear what they're saying. Yep, so guess what? Esau doesn't care if he's being filmed. Whenever Esau's killing us, shooting us, beating us up, whenever there's police brutality, you always have a bunch of people standing around with their cell phones. Esau don't give a fuck. He still does it. Because Esau, he knows he's going to get away with it. Esau, he knows that he's in his rulership. Esau, he knows that he's in his rulership, but he's at the end of his rulership. So now he's doing it now more than ever. Because he knows there ain't going to be a time where he's going to be able to brutalize us anymore. Esau knows the time is coming where we're going to do it to him. And that's what he's afraid of. Because he knows that he's about to receive double for all that he's done to us. For this devil's going to get it. And it says, he layeth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Yeah, so Esau's always looking to trap us up in the legal system and put us in the prison industrial complex. While being accused of crimes we didn't commit. Esau sets up bait cars. Esau puts crates of guns and drugs in the hood so we can kill each other, so we can destroy each other. Esau's always looking to kill us. He's always looking to trap us up. He's always looking for any which way he can oppress us. That's all these devils do. They're always thinking of some new ways they can destroy us and to keep us down. But guess what? The time is coming where he ain't gonna be able to do that anymore. Because he's gonna be in slavery. His sword's gonna be taken away from him, and these devils are going back on the leash right where they belong. And we're going back on top in our rightful position, being the kings and priests and rulers of the earth. Yep, and that was in Psalms chapter 10. And now, let me go to Micah chapter 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Yep, so Esau, he's looking to do wickedness every single day. These devils, they don't take a break when it comes to wickedness. They eat, sleep, and breathe wickedness. And the only time they're going to stop their wickedness is when we exterminate them. That's the only time they're going to stop. Even in the kingdom, they're going to be going off. We're going to be over them, but guess what? Them going off, that's where the fun's going to come in. Because the same way they got to beat the shit out of us, we're going to beat the shit out of them for a whole 1,000 years. The same way Esau beat his ways into us, and he made our people westernized. He beat English into us, Portuguese, French, Spanish, Creole, and all these other different languages. We're going to beat ancient Hebrew into him. We're going to beat the Lashwan Kodash into him. We're gonna beat the laws, statutes, commandments into him. Yep, so when it comes time to the kingdom, it ain't gonna be no mercy for these devils. It's gonna be no mercy at all. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be a 1,000-year nightmare for these devils and heathens. For real. Because guess what? These heathens be killing us too. There was a video where this Asian cop killed an Israelite man that was unarmed. So guess what? All these heathens participate when it comes to keeping us down. So they're all gonna get it. And none of them gonna be exempt. And this is Micah chapter 2 and 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sore destruction." Yeah, so this place is not our rest. And y'all seen the other video that I showed, where it showed that Israelite man cashing a check. So here it is, you can't even go to the bank and have a large amount of money without these devils thinking that you're a criminal. And then you had the owner of that bank, he tried to cover up his racism and say, oh, like the check got rejected. No, it didn't, because it cleared several hours later. He said on the back of the check it said void. No, the fuck it didn't. How did it clear then? Yep, so Esau, they try to cover up their horns, but they can't. Esau can't cover up his wickedness. That's why it says in Romans the 9th chapter, it says, "For who hath resisted his will?" You can't resist the will of the Most High. If Yahweh Hashem Eshai created you to be righteous, you're going to bring forth righteous works. If you were created to be wicked, then you're going to bring forth wicked works. You can't fake the Holy Spirit. You can't fake being righteous. You're going to do exactly what you were created to do. And Slacky, give me a second. All set? Yeah, my nose is really stuffy. Yeah, but these devils, they're just showing their horns more and more. Like I said in part 1, the greatest trick these devils have ever, the greatest trick that these devils have ever pulled was trying to make us believe that they're not as wicked like their forefathers. But guess what? They're even worse. Nothing has changed. They're doing the same thing that they were doing back in the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s. These devils have never changed, and they never will. They have a burning hatred for us. These devils, they're like a tea kettle with the lid off, just spewing out hate and spewing out that perpetual hatred. These devils fucking hate us, and they make it known all the damn time. They always want to look at you dirty. They always want to look at you like they want to castrate you or lynch you. These devils, they fucking hate us. They hate us. And notice how I said how Esau persecutes the innocent. Yeah, so it don't even matter if you're trying to keep Esau's laws and you're trying to be a law-abiding citizen. It doesn't. Esau don't give a fuck. Esau, he'll still kill you for no reason. He'll still kill you for no reason. He's the devil. That's what he does. Esau don't need a good reason. He'll do it just for the fact that he's the devil. And that's why in the scriptures it calls Esau a cunning hunter. Yep, Esau hunts everything. Esau hunts Israelites. Esau hunts heathens. Esau hunts animals. Esau hunts every damn thing. Yep, but let's get that scripture too. Yep, and that's how we know that Esau's a so-called white man. Yep, and you other Israelites that say that Esau is the Arabs, y'all are just fucking stupid. That's why y'all need to shut the fuck up. You have a lot of stupid-ass Israelites. You want to try to save Esau, and you want to try to cover up for him and teach false doctrine to try to prevent his downfall. It ain't working. The description of Esau in the scriptures, it clearly points out that Esau is a so-called white man. Esau's not the fucking Arabs. Esau's blessing is the sword. There's only one people that go around bombing everyone, killing everyone, and it says that Esau has the fatness of the earth. The Arabs don't have the fatness of the earth. The Arabs only have one little section of the earth, which is the so-called Middle East, but Esau is everywhere. Esau has Australia, Esau has Israel, Esau has Europe, Esau has America, Esau has Canada, and even other areas where there's other heathen nations or Israelites. Esau is even running those areas. Esau runs South America, Central America. Esau runs Africa. Esau runs every damn place. So yes, Esau has the fattest of the earth. So who's running everything? The so-called white man. So who is Esau? The so-called white man. There's no other way around it. But some of you motherfuckers love Esau. But just because you got Coon syndrome, Just because you have Willie Lynch syndrome, that is not stopping his downfall. If you want to try saving this devil, then you're going to be destroyed right along with him. All these soft-ass Israelites trying to save this fucking devil. After all this devil has done to us, here it is, he's living it up in his kingdom. He don't give a fuck about you. But we're going to be living it up in our kingdom for the rest of eternity. And you want him to live it up with us? Get the fuck out of here. For real. So let's go to Genesis. And I believe it's chapter, here we go. Genesis chapter 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Yes, so Esau's a cunning hunter. Esau kills everything. Esau kills every damn thing. Yep, but his rulership's almost over with. For real, this nightmare's about to be over. But for real, like life in America is terror for Israelites. Being pulled over, going to stores. You always got to be looked at funny. You always having the police be called on you. Like me in this city that I've been in, here in Massachusetts, I've had police roll up on me at least 7 times already. And some of y'all seen police roll up on me when I'm prophesying. That's happened to me like 2 or 3 times. And I gotta provide ID. So that's why I can't wait to get the fuck up out of this city. Shit, more important than that, I can't wait to have the kingdom. That way we don't gotta worry about this period. Because it don't matter where you are in America, this devil's always lurking everywhere trying to kill us. But his time is about to come to an end. But that's why King David said this. Psalms chapter 23 and 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Yeah, and the valley of the shadow of death is right here in America. Like us here in America, it's like you ever play those arcade games like called Deer Hunt? Like where the deer will like run from behind one tree to another and it'll go in the open and you gotta shoot it? Like those old school arcade games? Yeah, well, us being here in America, it's like a giant game of Deer Hunt for Esau. Where does prey? And guess what? It talks about that in the book of Romans too. Let me grab it. Let me go to Romans. It's either in Romans or 2nd Ezra, but let me try Romans first. Let me go to Romans chapter 9. Oh, it actually says in 2 places, but I'll get it out of the book of Romans first. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 36, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as the sheep for the slaughter. Yup. So, we are like number 1 on Esau's hill list when it comes to kill and murder. Esau loves killing us. Because Esau knows that we're the chosen and that we have the blessing that he didn't get. And even to this very day, thousands of years later, he still hates us for it. Because his dumbass forefather gave it up like a fucking idiot. But instead of blaming himself, he wants to blame us. And now let's go to 2nd Ezra's. Let's go to 2nd Ezra's. Chapter 15. And, hold on. Here we go. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Yup. So America is a giant slaughterhouse for Israelites. Yep, but the most beautiful part about it is that Esau's gonna get double. So we're gonna get our revenge very soon. His time's almost up and it's quickly running out. Yep, so Yahweh Shemashah's gonna avenge us. And it says it right here in 2 Thessalonians, chapter 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Yep, so it's a righteous thing to get revenge. It's a righteous thing to have justice. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, that's righteous. So everything that Esau did to us is going to come back upon him double. This devil has a lot to pay for, and he ain't getting away with nothing. And Esau, he knows he ain't getting away with it. That's why Esau hates when we speak about his judgment. That's why Esau always wants to say, oh, the law's done away with. And you have these fake-ass Bible theologians. They say that the Edomites are already extinct. No, they're not. They're still on earth today. And it's you. These devils, they always want to hide who they truly are. Now, it's crazy how they want to... It's crazy how they stole our identity. And now that we boldly reclaim our identity, they want to call us black identity extremists. But yet Esau, he hides his own identity. And he calls himself the real Jews, which he's not. But he doesn't want to call himself an identity extremist. How are we identity extremists for proclaiming and embracing who we truly are? But that's how much of a hypocrite he is. And that's why he's the devil. Esau calls us racist for exposing his racism. Whenever we tell the truth, Esau calls it hate. Yep. Truth is the new hate speech. These devils don't like us telling the truth. These devils hate us standing up for righteousness. They hate us exposing their wickedness. Haters, they want to lock us up, throw us in jail, give us life sentences. They want to have that 3 strikes law, where if you commit 3 felonies, then you go to jail for life. But we're telling Esau his sentence, but he don't like it. But he wants to throw us away, and he wants to lock us away and throw away the key. And he wants to throw us underneath the jail. But now that his time of punishment's coming, he can't stand it. You see, and that's the problem with these fucking devils. These devils, they can't handle their own medicine. But guess what? They're going to drink it down anyways. Their cup is overflowing with judgment. And they're going to drink every drop of it. Every single drop of it. Yep, and let's get that out of Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah chapter 49 and 12. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Yes, so it says, those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. That's referring to us right there. Because we were never supposed to go into slavery. If we would have kept the laws, we never would have seen slavery. But since we didn't keep the laws, that's exactly what happened. We got taken to slavery. And then it talks about Esau. It says, and art thou he that shall go unpunished? Yes, so we're the chosen people. We had to go through it. And it says in the book of Malachi and in the book of Romans how Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua loves Jacob, but he hates Esau. So he loves us, so we had to go through it. And he hates Esau, so is Esau going to not go through it? Oh, Esau's going to get it even way worse than he did. Can you imagine what Esau's going to get? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua hates Esau. So if we had to go through the transatlantic slave trade, which was the worst slavery and the worst tragedy and atrocities known to man, imagine what's going to happen to these devils and heathens. Yo, what they go through in the kingdom when it comes to the Edomite slave trade and the kingdom of heaven and the slave trade of these heathens. Yo, what they go through is going to be so bad, it's going to make their transatlantic slave trade look like Sesame Street. It's going to make their transatlantic slave trade look like a fucking porno. That's how bad it's going to be for them. That's how bad it's going to be. Yeah, so Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua playing with them. And let's read the rest of it. And it says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Yep, so Esau's going to get it, and these heathens. So it says they're not going to go away unpunished. Yeah, and you know what pisses me off about you soft-ass Israelites? Y'all want to say, oh, we're not going to be harsh to these devils and heathens the same way they were to us. You say, oh, we're going to treat them with respect and we're going to be kind. No, the fuck we're not. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua said that they're going to get double. They're going to get double what they did to us. Double. Double. But y'all want to say, oh, we're going to be nice to them. We're going to have mercy upon them. No, the fuck we're not. Here does they show no mercy to us, but you think in the kingdom it's going to be a cakewalk for them? When these devils made the tribe of Gad march from Florida all the way to, I believe, Oklahoma during the Trail of Tears, and they had to walk till they dropped dead, and they were smashing our babies' heads in, being thrown overboard to sharks. They would tie us up to beating posts and beat us to a bloody pulp, raping our women in front of us, giving us whippings with a whip until we no longer had a back. But these devils are going to go unpunished? These devils are just going to just go in the kingdom and just be chilling? Hell fucking no, they're not. The kingdom of heaven is going to be a nightmare for them. These devils, they're never gonna know what rest, relaxation, peace, and quiet. They're never gonna know what good times and laughter and mirth is ever again. That's gonna be non-existent to them. That's gonna be non-existent. All they're gonna feel is pain, misery, uneasiness, terror, fear, anxiety. Every negative emotion imaginable, that's what they gotta deal with every single day. The kingdom of heaven is not gonna be nice for them. Yeah, but these devils, they're showing their horns more and more. Esau, he knows in the spirit that his time is up. He sees us waking up, awakening back to our true heritage. And these devils are terrified. But guess what? They can't stop it. Their time is up. They can't do nothing about it. Now it's their turn to go into slavery. They had that 500 years to do their wickedness and live it up. Guess what? Very soon it's about to be our turn. And this is Revelation chapter 13 and 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Yeah, so Esau's blessing is the sword, and he's been killing us with that for hundreds and thousands of years. So guess what? He's going to be killed with the sword. Very soon it's going to be his turn to get killed. That's why it says in the book of Job, it says, if his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. Yes, so right now, these Edomites are less than 1% of the earth's population because their death rates are higher than their birth rates. But in the kingdom, their birth rates are going to be multiplied just for slavery. And just so we're going to put them to death and use them as trading dummies for our spiritual powers. Yeah, so when we get our revenge, it's going to be way sweeter than we could ever imagine. It's going to happen very soon. Just because it ain't happening as soon as we want it to, that doesn't mean it ain't going to happen. It is going to happen. And when it does, it's going to be well worth the wait. Yo, Yahweh Hashem Yashai, he's going to over-bless us. Yahweh Hashem Yashai, when he gives us our revenge, it's going to exceed our expectations. And these devils know what's going to happen. Even these devils believe in the scriptures. These Rothschilds, all these CEOs, all these elites, they know what's coming. That's why some of y'all seen those articles. I should do a video on that too. About how over the past year, over 1,000 CEOs of businesses like from Warner Brothers, Tesla, Expedia, McDonald's, Verizon, Sprint, all these different companies, they all stepped down out of their position and they're all going to their bunkers in their undisclosed secret locations because they know all hell's going to break loose. They think they're really going to escape. They're not escaping. Guess what? They're going to be the first slaves. That's even better. Yup. They're going to go from being millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires to going in slavery. Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, all of them. Yup. Elon Musk, they know what's about to come. They know they're about to be slaves. Yup. They have dreams about it too. Trust me, they have nightmares about it. They have dreams of being in slave ships, having shit up to their knees, being chained up, women dripping period blood on each other. They're having dreams of everything that they've done to us happening to them. They have dreams of being castrated. They have dreams of their women being concubine for Israelite men and having no power over us taking their women and ravishing them. They can't do nothing about it. They know this is coming. They know what's to come. They know exactly what's to come. They're about to get it. They are terrified. Behind closed doors, they're flipping out. They're losing their power. Their women are starting not to respect them. Their families are becoming more and more dysfunctional. These devils are losing it. Esau's done with. And Esau's going to flip out and he's going to have a giant temper tantrum. Esau, he's going to go all out in these last days. And guess what? He's still going to slavery. Esau thinks that him coming down with great wrath is going to prevent him from going to slavery. He's still going to slavery. Yeah, you can fight back all you want to. You're still going down. You devils ain't escaping. And bear with me a second. I just got to blow my nose real quick. Yeah, so time's almost up for them. And now, let me go to... Oh yeah, and this is a good scripture I want to get. I want to read all this right here. There's a whole lot of meat up in this one. I'm going to go to Psalms 109, where King David said a prayer talking about the downfall of Esau and us getting revenge and Esau getting his judgment and being destroyed. And this is Psalms 109 and 1. Actually, hold on, let me see if that's what... Yeah, I'll go to 1. Hold not thy peace, O Yahweh of my praise, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. Yeah, Esau has a deceitful tongue. He's a liar. He's always accusing us. Esau's always demonizing us, trying to make us look like we're the problem with the world. But when it's really him, he tries to make us seem like we're the terrorists when he's the real murderer. Because he has the power of the media, so he can sway the minds of people and brainwash people. But guess what? His brainwashing is wearing off. Because everyone has seen that he's the devil. And his spell that he used on the left-hand side of wickedness, it's not working no more. Everyone has seen him for the devil that he truly is. People ain't looking at Esau as an angel of light no more. People see that he's the devil. And that's why it talks about in 2 Thessalonians about the wicked being revealed. Esau, he's revealed now. He's revealed as the devil that he is. It says, they compassed me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. Yup. Hatred. Like how it says in the book of Ezekiel and in the book of Amos. They had that perpetual hatred. And Esau and King David said how they hate him without a just cause. Yeah, they hate us for no reason. It's their fault they lost the blessing. It's his fault he's going to slavery. Nobody told him to put him. Nobody told him to put us in slave ships and enslave us and wipe away our nationality and take away our identity. Nobody forced Esau to do that. He did it on his own accord. And Esau's mad that he got to pay the price. Like how Esau always says, if you can't do the crime, then if you can't do the time, then don't do the crime. Well, too bad he didn't use that on his own self. Esau did the crime, enslaving us, taking away our identity, so guess what? He got to do the time. 1,000 years of slavery. Yep, so Esau's a giant hypocrite. But guess what? His words are now flipping back upon him. Because he's going to do the time of 1,000 years of slavery, and then he's going to get the death sentence. They're going to be exterminated. And then it says, for my love they are my adversaries, but I give myself unto prayer, and they have rewarded me evil for good, and hatred for my love. Yep, because we're righteous, we're hated. That's why it says in the book of Isaiah, it says, when you are righteous, you maketh yourself to pray. And it says in Isaiah the 5th chapter, it says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. And I believe it says in Peter or James, it says how the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Yeah, so this ain't no God-fearing nation. This ain't no place that was founded on biblical principles like they always want to lie about. And on that dollar, it says in God we trust. And when you go to court, you got to swear on the Bible. It's all full of shit. Esau's the fucking devil. That's why it says in the book of Psalms, who art thou that declareth my statutes? These devils don't fear God. They don't fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai. Their God is Satan. That's why USA stands for under Satan's authority. And you know what's crazy too? Y'all remember like back in, I believe like going back in the 1900s, there used to be a $10,000 bill. But you know why they discontinued the $10,000 bill? Because on the $10,000 bill, it says Hail Satan on it. Y'all can look that up too. On the $10,000 bill, it says Hail Satan. Yep, so they got Satan. These devils ain't slick. Everybody sees that they're the devil now. They have no more tricks up their sleeve. Their witchcraft, their devilish tricks, it don't work no more. It says, set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand. Yup. And we all know. And who do you always see praising Satan? Esau. You see all these devils, and y'all ever like remember like back in middle school, in high school, you would always see those gothic Edomite kids. They would wear the black pants, the black shirts. They would wear the black makeup. They would paint their fingernails black, and they would always have those They would always have those pentagram shirts on. Yeah, so Esau, he always shows that he's the devil. He always shows that he's the damn devil. Like, you know what's crazy too? Because back in my high school, at lunchtime, they would let us go outside at lunch. And there was these gothic kids, these gothic Edomites. And one of my friends wrote a note and gave it to them. And the note that my friend wrote to them said, "Fuck Satan." And then they wrote on the note and gave it back to him. You know what it said? It said, "Fuck God." Yep, so Edomites don't love Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai. These devils ain't no God-fan people. These devils are full of shit. These devils are all about wickedness. These devils have never done one righteous thing. It's not in them to. It's in them to be wicked. It says, "When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin. Let his days be few, and let another take his office. Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. Let his children be continually vagabonds and beg. Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate places." Yes, so guess what? The curse is about to come upon them. Their men are going down. Their men are going to be weak. Their children are going to be fatherless. The wives are going to be against them. The wives are going to be widows. The household's going to be broken, dysfunctional, and it's already happening. It's already happening. You got these Edomite women that are hardcore feminists. You got these Edomite men that are hardcore MGTOWs. You got these little Edomite boys and girls that want to be transgender. Yeah, so Esau's all messed up now. And the curses are going to continue hitting them. It's not stopping. It says, "Let the extortioner catch all that he hath, and let the stranger spoil his labor." Yep, so Esau's about to be spoiled. We're going to spoil them first and foremost because we're going to be ruling. And all the power that Esau has is going to be translated right over to us. And these heathens, they're going to get their revenge on Esau first. They're going to get their revenge on Esau also. But we're going to get our revenge first, the nation of Israel, beginning with Yahushua, King David, all the way down to the 144,000. Hey, and guess what? Even when 2/3 come back in the kingdom in their right mind, even they're going to get their revenge. "Let there be none to extend mercy unto him, neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children." Yup. So in the kingdom of heaven, these devils, they're going to be all messed up. They're going to be homeless. They're going to have to live in war zones, aka hoods, always having to worry about being killed. The same way America is a valley in the shadow of death for us, the kingdom of heaven is going to be a valley in the shadow of death for them. Yep, they're going to be the new thugs, the new niggas, and that's what they've always been anyways. But in the kingdom, it's going to be magnified. In the kingdom of heaven, their woman ain't going to want nothing to do with them. And their woman already don't want nothing to do with them. Yeah, when the curse hit these devils, yo, it's going to hit them so damn hard. Yo, the kingdom of heaven's going to be a straight nightmare for them. Yep, and Esau, he knows that time is not on his side. Time is against them. It says, "Let his posterity be cut off, and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord." Yep. And what does it say in Isaiah 14:21? It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers." Yep, so they're gonna pay. They are gonna pay. And it says, "And let not the sin of his mother be blotted out." Oh, see that right there? So guess what? The Edomite woman's gonna get it too. Like how Elder Malcolm up from GM in Chicago always says in his videos, the Edomite woman is just as guilty as Esau. You have all these Edomite women that want to falsely accuse Israelite men of raping them, always lying on us. And guess what? When it came to Esau torturing us and Esau bringing us down, yeah, the Edomite women cheering them on. And even when you see those old pictures, when they would show Israelite men hanging from trees, you'll see the Edomite woman smiling too. You'll see little Edomite girls smiling. So guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, they're all gonna get it. Ain't none of them righteous, ain't none of them innocent. They all played a role when it came to our downfall. Yeah, Margaret Sanger, that says she wants to exterminate the Negro population. You have Betty Friedan, all these feminist women that help destroy our nation. Guess what? They're all gonna pay. Oh yeah, and you have Bill Gates' wife. I believe her name is Melinda Gates, which they're the ones that began Planned Parenthood. All those abortion clinics, which that's a form of genocide into population. Guess what? They gotta pay for all that. Yeah, so these devils have a lot to pay for. So the Edomite men, the Edomite women, and the Edomite children, they're all gonna pay. And it says, let them be before the Lord Yahweh continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth. And what does it mean for them to have their memory cut off? That's talking about them being exterminated. And that's very soon going to happen. It says, because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. Yep, so guess what? These devils, they're not going to receive no mercy. Why? Because they show no mercy. Yep, so these devils, they have a lot to pay for it. Everything that they did, it's all going to come back upon them. And it's already happening. For real. And we can't wait. That day is quickly approaching. And now, let me go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And 65, talking about the curses that we'd go through. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. Yeah, so we don't have no ease amongst these nations, especially here in America. You always got to worry about being killed. You always worried about being pulled over. Even sometimes you'll go to a store, and you'll see like security or loss prevention employees. You're always worried about them messing with you, even though you know damn well you didn't do nothing. But you know, because they're the devil, they're gonna come mess with you anyways. Yep, but guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, that's what they're gonna go through. In the kingdom of heaven, they're always gonna have to worry about losing their life. In the kingdom of heaven, they're always gonna have to worry about what we go through now. They're going to have to go through discrimination. They're going to have to go through racial profiling. Everything's going to be flipped around. That's why it says, and let me just get it too, but before I do, let me finish up here. And it says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. Yes, so here, we never know when it could be our last day. Here in America, you don't die from natural causes. You're either going to be killed by police, rot in jail, die from some pestilence. Either going to die of GMO foods or die of a disease or sickness from the fluoride or the chemtrails or the vaccines, anything. This place is designed to kill Israelites. But guess what? It's all coming back upon these devils. And this is Deuteronomy chapter 37. And it says, in the Lord thy power Yahweh will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Yep, so they're already feeling the curses, and they're going to feel it a whole lot more. In the kingdom of heaven, that's when it's going to be fully magnified. And we can't wait for that day to come. It's coming very soon. Yeah, but these devils, they love being the devil. They're not ashamed of their wickedness. They love being wicked. They love being evil. And they even brag about it. And here it is, they want to talk about gangster rap. But guess what? The Star Spangled Banner is the Star Spangled Banner. That's an actual gangster rap song. It talks about how they conquer us and everything. So guess what? And you know what's funny too? I seen this funny meme before. It was saying, like, you know how people say how gangster rap makes us violent. But it was funny. It was like, people say that gangster rap causes violence. And then at the bottom of it, it was like, I wonder what song Christopher Columbus was bumping to when he came over here. Yeah, I'm going to show these devils are hypocrites. These devils, they're the biggest gangsters, thugs, and criminals on the planet. These devils, they practice worldwide gangsterism. They don't just use 9mm shotguns, no, they use bombs, they use drones, they use nukes, they use HARP. Esau, he has the whole earth under his possession. This earth right now is all of Esau's entire turf. And you know what his colors are? Like the same way Crips have blue, Bloods have red, Latin Kings have yellow, I believe, and so on. Well, guess what? You know what Esau's colors are? Red, white, and blue. The American flag, that's the ultimate symbol of terrorism. They are the ultimate terrorists. The nation of Esau Edom is the biggest gang on the planet. The police department, the Navy SEALs, the U.S. Army, that's the biggest gang on the planet. They're the most violent gang. And y'all ever watch those gang shows? Like American Gangster or Gangland? They'll talk about Bloods, Crips, MS-13, Norteños, Sereños, Sindicato Nuevo. They'll talk about Mexican drug cartels. They'll talk about Zopound. They'll talk about biker gangs. But notice how they never talk about the U.S. Army, though. Yeah, gangs could be violent on these lower-level gangs when it comes to drive-by, shooting people. But Esau, he uses bombs. Esau uses missiles. He uses atomic warfare. He got nuclear weapons. Esau uses laser weapons. He uses HARP. Esau uses chemtrails. Esau uses Agent Orange, depleted uranium. He uses napalm. Yo, this devil's a fucking hypocrite, but he's being exposed. The time is coming where he ain't gonna be able to spread his lies no more. His time is about to be up. Yeah, but they're the biggest gang on the planet. These devils are being exposed. And we're not gonna stop exposing them. These devils ain't stopping us. Yeah, but these devils, they love doing their wickedness. They never want to stop being wicked. They love being the devil that they are and serving their father Satan. And this is Proverbs chapter 4. Verse... Hold on real quick. Hold on, I think I might have passed it. I'm trying to find this other one. It might be chapter 13. Hold on real quick. Damn, I just seen it too. Hold on, bear with me a second. Hold on, let me just look it up on Google so I can be quicker. Let me type it in on my laptop. Oh, there it is. My eyes went right past it. I hate when that happens. Proverbs chapter 4 and 16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Yeah, so Esau, he don't even feel comfortable. He can't even smile and get a nice, good sleep unless they be evil. That's how they operate. They love being wicked. They always want to do something stupid. They always want to kill people. They always want to show their racism. They always want to create some new unjust laws. They're always looking for ways to destroy us. They don't like us. These devils have always hated us, and them smiling in our face, them trying to act like our friends, that shit don't fool us. He's the devil. And it even says how in Sirach, the 12th chapter, to never trust thine enemy, because he will humble himself just to destroy us. Yep, so this devil ain't fooling us. For real, now that their downfall is here, now they want to try being our friends. Now they want sympathy. And now they want worldwide unity. Now they want to say how we're all the same. And how even though we may have different skin color, we're all the same inside. No, we're not. If we're the same inside, then you wouldn't have done what you did to begin with. And everything that you did do back then, you're still doing it to this very day. Y'all never stopped killing us. We don't want to be your friends. We want you in slavery. We want to be on top. We want you at the bottom. And that's the way it's going to be. Yeah, but you know what's funny? I have the song on my MP3 player, and this dude, he goes, we want it all, so you can kill that we can get along shit. Yeah, we don't want to be your friends. We don't care about your reparations. We want you. We want your woman. We want your children. We want your land. We want your resources. We want everything. The kingdom of heaven is our reparations. We don't want nothing you got to offer. You can't give us shit. Well, what you want to offer us doesn't make up for the 500 years worth of damage that you did to us. We want you. For real, the kingdom of heaven is far more valuable and precious than your piece of shit, material, corruptible, temporary riches. Yeah, so you devils, you did exactly what you were born to do, be wicked and be the devil. But now that the season of wickedness is coming to an end and the season of righteousness is about to begin, we're about to be on top, you're going to be in the bottom, you're going to get double for what you did to us, you're going to go slavery for 1,000 years, and you're going to be exterminated. Because you were only created to show the example of wickedness. You were just created to show the definition and the epitome of wickedness. Now we're about to see the definition of righteousness and what happens when you think you're above the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and when you enslave the chosen people of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You devils are going to be made the ultimate example of out of the kingdom. And the rest of you heathens are going to get it just as bad. But Esau first and foremost. And this is Proverbs chapter 16 and 4. The Lord Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Yeah, so they were created just to be evil. They don't have one righteous bone in their body. It doesn't matter how much they try, their horns always end up showing. Their horns always end up showing sooner or later. So we're not fooled by these devils. And let me blow my nose real quick. Bear with me a second. Alright, all set. Yeah, but our people are getting fed up with this bullshit, though. That's why in that one video, when it showed the Israelite man picking up trash on his college campus, he was like, what are you gonna do, shoot me? Yeah, he was picking up trash, and they said put the, he had the pincher in his hand to pick up the trash, so that way you don't gotta touch it with your bare hands. He's like, no, I put nothing down. And then the cop said you have a dangerous weapon. How the fuck is a trash picker a fucking weapon? And then he even said in the video, he was like, you're the one with the gun? Yep, so, yo, these devils are gonna get it very soon, because our people are getting sick of this. Because guess what? When all hell breaks loose, even 2/3 are gonna snap. Even though they're gonna die on this side and not make it on this first go-around, even 2/3 are gonna fuck these devils up. Because our people are starting to get sick of this bullshit. And that's why it says this right here in Genesis chapter 49 and 9. Judah is a lion's whelp, talking about so-called Negroes, which is the head tribe by the children of Israel. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Yeah, our people have gotten very relaxed here, and they lost their militant spirit. Our people used to be fierce and manly and masculine, and the Israelite man has been dumbed down, got effeminate, weak, and spineless. But the more our people lose their comfort here, the more they're going to get aggressive and rise up and get that old spirit back. To where they're going to fuck these devils up. Our people, they're going to lose that coon bullshit, trying to get along, and trying to be quote-unquote civilized and not fighting for what's right and not showing that aggression and being all proper. Very soon, when our people rise up, it's going to be nasty. When our people raise up against these devils and heathens, yo, they're going to get their ass whooped. Our people ain't playing no more. And a brother sent me a video. And I can't remember which brother sent it to me. But I hope that he watches this video so he can hear this and so he can send me the video again. But there was a video where these two Israelite men, these two Judites, they jumped to Edomite cop. They beat the shit out of him. They fucked him up. And there was one video that I did a video on. I hope I come across it again too, where two cops rode up on a dude. It was at nighttime too. He was in an SUV. And they had their guns pointed at the car. And they said, get your ass out the car. He came out of the car. It was like a Tech 9 or something. A fully automatic gun. And he gunned down both of them like it was nothing. Yo, he got off the car with no fear. He just went. They dropped like fucking flies. Yo, and guess what? It was at nighttime, so his face didn't show on the camera. And since it was recorded at a side angle, the license plate didn't get caught either in the camera. So I believe he got away with it. Yo, Judah's not fucking playing, and neither are the other tribes. Because the other tribes, they follow it after Judah when it comes to trends, styles, behavior. So as Judah rises up, so are the other 11 tribes. Yep, you're gonna have gangs making truces. You have the Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom coming back together. Our people have realized now we're all the same and that we're the children of Israel. We were taught that we're different. Just because we speak different languages because of going to slavery, how so-called Negroes speak English, and you have a lot of Levites speaking Creole. You have a lot of Latinos speaking Spanish. You have Asherites, so-called Brazilians speaking Portuguese. We were taught that we're different just because we may look a bit different, because we were scattered, and because we have intermingled amongst our enemies, and because our culture may be a bit, even though we have the same culture as Israelites, but because we're scattered, things that may be a bit different now. But our people have realized now we're all the same. Yep, we realize now we're all the same. And guess what? That devil, J. Edgar Hoover, the former director of the FBI, he was asked a question. He was asked, what's the biggest threat to America? You know what J. Edgar Hoover said? He said Negro unity. But more bigger than Negro unity, the biggest threat to America and Esau Edom is Israelite unity. The 12 tribes of Israel unifying together, that's the biggest threat to these devils and heathens. And as we come back together, it's their downfall. You have the Israelite women coming back to the Israelite men. Even though when our hell breaks loose and when Isaiah 4:1 happens, the majority of them are going to be rejected. Because we don't want them, after no nasty pink-ass uncircumcised Edomite dick has been off beside them, and they want to swirl and throw us under the bus for 500 years. So the majority of them is going to die. But you have the Israelite women coming back to the Israelite man. So this place is done for. And this is their biggest fear. Their biggest fears are manifesting right before them. This is the end right here. And this is Isaiah chapter 19. Verse... Go to, let me see. Isaiah chapter 19 and 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he hath determined against it. Yeah, so it says how Judah will be a terror unto Egypt, and Egypt was referring to America. So when our people raise up against this place, it's going to be ugly. And you're going to have 2/3 going crazy, but guess what? The biggest threat that Esau got to worry about is the men of the 144,000 having spiritual power. That's Esau's biggest fear. Yeah, Esau didn't forget about that part. Not only are we waking up, not only are we unifying, not only are we slowly beginning to receive the blessings, and Esau is slowly beginning to receive the curses. What else Esau fears us getting that spiritual power? Esau knows that we're about to be activated. Esau knows that Israelites are superhuman. Esau knows that we're gods. Esau knows that we're not no average beings. Esau knows that we have special hidden abilities. And that's why Esau wants to calcify our pineal glands. Because Esau knows that our pineal glands leads to us having supernatural abilities. aka spiritual power. Esau knows it's about to happen. These at least they don't take this shit as a joke. You may have these dumbass low-level Edomites laughing, Like, haha, y'all believe in superpowers. Y'all think y'all gonna fight like Superman. Y'all think that y'all gonna do Kamehamehas like Dragon Ball Z. These stupid ass Edomites laugh at it, but when these devils hear it on top, these rocker faggots and Rothschilds, they're shitting themselves. They know this is real. They know that the day is coming where they're gonna see us flying around, teleporting, having superhuman strength, tossing cars like a frisbee. They know this day is coming. These devils, these higher up devils, they take the scriptures very seriously. They know what's about to happen. They know what's about to go down. And it is not good for them, but it's good for us. That's why we don't gotta be afraid of this coronavirus bullshit and everything else going down. See, we're good. And you have these stupid ass people stocking up on toilet paper. What the fuck is toilet paper gonna do for you in the time of a pandemic? Now, you know what's funny? Notice how when y'all go to the store, right, you see the water empty, which, I mean, you need water, so at least people have some sense, but people are taking toilet paper. But then you go over to the medicine, you go over to the medicine section where they have all the vitamins and the immune system boosting supplements. Nobody was touching that shit, but everyone took toilet paper. People are so fucking retarded. Everyone bugging out, but we don't gotta bug up because Yahweh Shem is with us. As it gets worse for these devils, heathens, and two-thirds, it's getting better for us because the tables are turning and we're switching positions. And you know what's funny? Because I went to go get some water at Walmart, right? And all the water was gone. But guess what? I used to drink aloe vera juice a lot, the one that comes in the gallon jugs. It's very delicious too, and it's very healthy. So I'm like, damn, I don't have any water. There's no more water, so I might as well get the aloe vera juice. Because I took a break from drinking it, but I'm like, I might as well drink it again because I need some liquid. And then guess what? When it comes to the aloe vera juice, they don't keep it in the actual juice section where you see the Hawaiian Punch and Capri Sun and all that. The aloe vera juice is kept in the medicine section. And it's kept on a bottom shelf, so it's very easy to overlook, and most people don't buy it. So guess what? I went over to the medicine section, and I just got myself 2 gallons of aloe vera juice. Not even touched. People are fucking stupid. So you see how Yahweh Shemish always provides for us? And guess what? I had to get some paper towels, and there was like 2 packets of paper towels left for me out of the whole entire aisle. So that's going to show you, we're going to be looked out for when our hell breaks loose. We don't got to fear nothing. We're going to have food, we're going to have water, we're going to have clothes, everything for everyday necessities, we're going to have it. We're not going to be lacking. These other people are going to bug out. And then guess what? Even though they may have a ton of food, you have all these people stocking up, they still aren't going to have no stability. And these people that have all this food, it's not going to even work for them. Because say if somebody has like a 6-month supply of food, right? During the time of Jacob's trouble, people are going to be very emotionally unstable. And what do people do in times of stress? A lot of people look to food for comfort. So somebody may have a 6-month supply of food, but because they're stressed out and they're looking for comfort, they may finish that 6-month supply of food within a 1-month time period. Yep, and you have all these preppers, they're going to turn on each other. And even though they may have food and everything, they may have guns and they may have backup generators, they may have batteries and everything. A lot of them are still going to commit suicide because the things that they're going to see when all hell breaks loose, it's going to be too much to bear and it's going to be so horrific to they're going to be like, fuck it, I know I got all this food, but I can't live through this shit. And they're going to kill themselves. Yep, that's why the only true power is having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and fearing Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. That's going to be the only thing to get us by. For real. And we're getting by, and we're going to continue getting by. For real. Yep, and this was part 2 of These Devils Can't Help But Show Their Horns. I pray that this was edifying, faith-boosting, and spiritually uplifting. And with that, I want to say shalom and peace. Y'all stay strong. We're about to be the fuck up out of here. Stay prayed up. Our time of ruler is coming very shortly. We're going to be good. Everything is happening in our favor. We don't got nothing to worry about. These dumbass devils, heathens, and two-thirds, let them panic. Let them bug out. We don't got to bug out. All we gotta do is keep trusting, and it's working just fine. And it's gonna continue working. Because trusting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the only 144% guaranteed plan to work out. So we're all good, Akim. We got this. Y'all stay strong. Shalom and peace.